All right, let's welcome Reverend Dr. Rita and Patrick.
I got rid of her, didn't I? Oh, how did that happen? Just magically happened. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to CSL Kauai. I want to welcome everyone online as well. We are live streamed, so if you ever can't be here, you know you can just tune into us anywhere. I want to remind you, too, while I have you, subscribe to our channel. That's how we pass the word around here. Pass it, like it, love it. Talk about how, I don't know, how sexy the ministers are. I don't care, however you do it. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's just take a moment to just be here. Whatever happened on the way here, whatever happened yesterday, whatever happened a moment ago, what's going to happen over there called the future, has no business in where we are right here and right now, in this incredible moment that has never, ever happened before and will never happen again in the exact same way. That is how unique, how special this time is together. And one thing we are guaranteed, that wherever we are, good is, God is, call it whatever you want. It needs no name because it is all names, seen and unseen. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's have this incredible time together. Just move from moment to moment in its glorious, wonderful, powerful, vivacious way. And so it is. We have the Namaste Singers and Kyle here. Woo! Okay, let's get him up.
We are gathering in song.
It's a new song, everyone. You have your sheets?
We are walking into life, starting out together, on a journey through the miracles inside. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place we all belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is the moment, come along. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is a promise in our thankfulness. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. This sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into light, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. On a journey through the miracles inside.
Kyle and Louise there.
Thank you, everyone.
How y'all doing? It's Sunday, you know? You know what that means? I don't know. What does that mean?
Okay, so let's start with our vision statement, all right? So look up there.
There it
Awakening
is.
humanity to its magnificence
Magnificence.
by walking the
Walking.
bridge from duality to unity consciousness. So somebody asked me a definition of duality, and it's anything that is other than the knowing that there's only one power, and that anything other than that is separation, and everything comes from that one power, even if we don't like it, because we're all at choice in every moment. But there's only one, and that is what it means If we think separately, that's duality. So there you go.
And that's when we get into trouble.
Yeah. Trouble?
Trouble.
Okay. Who was that? Daffy Duck? Who used to say that? Oh, no. Tweety Bird.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Reverend
Reverend Diane. Okay. So
She'll be speaking on August 3rd on that subject of Tweety Bird. All right. So we have a new month here, especially if you haven't been here. And our theme this month is grow up. But not grow up the way you, exactly. You see, grow up in consciousness, man, right? Not grow up, we never want to do that fully, do we? But we also have a affirmation, and I think you're going to love this if you haven't heard it yet. I am experiencing a vibrational growth spurt. Ready? I am experiencing a vibrational growth spurt. One more time. I am experiencing a vibrational growth spurt.
Perfect.
Yes.
So I'm going to actually read you something. This is a little elevator speech on what the science of mind is that I'm going to make sure you all have a copy of, so if somebody asks, you know what it is. And maybe we can all memorize it, in our own words, of course, but I'll just read it for now. The science of mind is a spiritual path that teaches the universe is responsive, intelligent, and deeply connected to our inner world. It draws from ancient wisdom and modern science, especially quantum physics, which shows us that consciousness influences reality. At its heart, it's about awakening to the creative power within you and realizing that your thoughts, your emotions, and beliefs shape your experience. It's not about dogma. It's about aligning with the divine presence in all things and consciously co-creating a life of purpose, peace, and joy. Did you memorize it? I haven't. But we could
tape it, and then when somebody says something, just go like this.
The reason is because we need to know what we do here, and sometimes people just say, "Oh, it's just a place I go and I feel good," and that's not really enough because there's a lot of places we go that we feel good, right? So it's just like what people will ask us. They still think that we're parts of different other religions like Scientology or something, and we're not, and there's nothing wrong with any of it, but we just have to know what it is we're really saying. And if you want to just put it in like short terms, it's your mind matters. And your mind is matter.
Mind matters.
So spirit and spirit and matter are one thing. There is no separation between what we're seeing and what's within us and within each and every person. So, yeah.
Okay, so I know there's a couple people or more that are here for the very first time. And if you are, just go like this a little bit. You don't have to be a big thing. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing.
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. But we're not going to like point you out and make lights. No. What I wanted to say is that you're not really a stranger because we found out a lot about you before you came. And we thought that it would be a really good idea to show you how powerful we are. I know, look at them. Yeah, they're the ones. Your friends, they told us everything. But we are going to say one thing that we all know together. We passed it. So shall we let them know what we know about them? And here's the great news. You won't have to fact check it. You just won't have to. You ready? You are magnificent. Done deal. And I know, I can just tell the way you're looking, you're going, how did they know? Well, I'll tell you how we knew, because we looked deep inside of ourselves and we found out that we're what? We're magnificent as well. So when we look at you, we only see ourselves, and that's where that oneness and the release of duality comes from, when we can finally get to that place where we can do that. So, let's put our hand on our hearts, just if we feel like it. If not, and let's just claim who we are right here and right now. I am magnificent, and we are not alone, because we are magnificent. And in that little camera up there, There's a lot of people watching us. And just remember, what happens at CSL Kauai and the Institute of Magnificence does not stay here at the CSL Kauai. We are going to let them know who they are now. You are magnificent. And Christina and Michael walk in right at the right time. Give it up for Christina and Michael. Oh my God, is that Zenith too? And Deborah, come on down. Oh, Emma.
Oh my gosh, okay. All right.
This was the magnificent dancers, but they were not on time, so they didn't get to do your dance for you.
Okay. So now we're ready to go into this.
She's on strict mode today. If you'll watch her, she's got Patrick. So we have a very special, we call this In the Light section of our wonderful service. And we have this wonderful thing going on today, correct? And we are honoring, first of all, if you are here for the first time, let's look over here at this beautiful mural. Isn't that beautiful outside? There's one, too. It is absolutely beautiful. And we have been so blessed to have this lady of love, Carol Watanabe, and she is right here with us today. But we're going to bathe, you're going to bathe in some love first before
we have you come up.
That's right. So I just wanted to say just one thing about you, or two things. The one thing about Carol, I know we go in threes. Carol, when she did this, she likes to be alone with her creativity most of the time. She did have some help over it, yeah, but basically she wants it. But we had an assistant with her all through it, and that's our Quanta. And so Quanta was up on the, I was going to call them scallops. What is this called again? Scaffolds.
Thanks to Bob.
You know, I'm one of these guys around the house. I'm just that to-do guy that just knows it all. But she used to get up there and swing, and I would come in, and she would be sitting there just watching her do it. And also another thing that I might even throw in my talk, but there's another beautiful moment that I love about artists is that she had this done and then added a few things, and then all of a sudden I remembered this picture of the swans. They were like this, and I went, where the swans are gone. That's the magic of being an artist for all of us. Let it go and create something new in any moment, right?
And it could happen again.
It could. Are you threatening us here? So what's beautiful about this lady is that I watch her and she is so totally channeled by love. And I see it, I feel it, and I try not to interfere with it when you're doing that. So this is what we're doing today is honoring this incredible lady. And to continue the honoring, Roseanne is at the Kauai, I'll let her say it, but from KSA and our practitioner and everything else here. She has a few things to say about her artistry.
I'm so excited to talk about art and Carol. So as we know that the creative force works in and through us at all times. Now, some of us have a creative force to paint and make beautiful things. Some of us don't, but we have other creative ways that we do things. And that creative force is always pushing us forward to do more, express more. My creative force is not with a paintbrush, but I've always loved art. I married an artist. I owned an art gallery in Colorado for 7 years. For 6 years, I was executive director of Hawaii Craftsmen, an art organization. I've served on the Kauai Society of Artists Board of Directors for over 12 years. Do I create artwork? No. Do I create venues and opportunities so that the public can witness the results of this creative spirit? Yes, I do. So it's today's my privilege to welcome KSA member, CSL member, Carol Watanabe, who has expressed her unique creative spirit right here in front of you. Thanks for releasing your unrestrained love and energy through your paintbrush over and over again.
Still bathing in all of our love? Not yet.
You'll get your moment.
You know, just once I'd like to put together a program that we actually ran from the time we started to the time, but don't worry about it, Carol, that's how artists are.
You'll get your moment.
You will get, I promise
All right.
you.
Okay, so we are going to invite you up here right now because I'm going to read you something.
Without a mic.
Without a mic.
Come on.
So come on up.
Come on
And
up, Carol.
Anna has something for you. Yeah, so Anna made this especially for you.
And I'm going to take this off.
Oh, I need it.
Oh,
I need to read.
there you go.
Patrick.
Is Angela around? I just want to make sure we're getting pictures of these beautiful, beautiful moments I forgot to tell.
Now you can just stand here. You can look at me or look at everybody. And we're going to invite the choir to come up because we're going to do something right after I read this. So, and Kyle too. But
So you've got time.
Thank you.
I'm here for you.
Okay,
so
good.
we had a plaque for Carol.
Yes.
And it didn't, thanks to our wonderful postal system, although we ordered it a while back, it's not coming till Wednesday. So instead we made like a plaque that says what's on it. So we're going to read that too. And we have a bottle of something for you.
Oh.
Right. So I'm going to read this first, all right? So,
There you go.
it is with immense joy and heartfelt gratitude that we gather here today at the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, a spiritual home rooted in love, creativity, and community. Today we're here to celebrate a truly extraordinary woman, a visionary artist, a passionate trailblazer, and a beloved member of our CSL Kauai Ohana, Carol Watanabe. As many of you have seen, Carol has created a stunning mural right here on our grounds, indoors and outdoors. This is not just a mural, it's a luminous, living masterpiece, a celebration of color, joy, and spirit. It's a visual hymn to life itself. In the science of mind, we call this kind of sacred expression creative intelligence. Creative intelligence is the infinite mind of spirit that responds to our thoughts, intentions, and bringing ideas into form. It is the divine pattern of wisdom, beauty, and order, always active, always expressing through each of us. And Carol, you are a radiant expression of that creative intelligence in action. Carol's artistic journey spans more than 6 decades. Her work has traveled the world and transformed lives. She's founded the first nationally recognized gallery for fiber arts in San Francisco, created immersive art experiences in California, France, and Mexico, launched the Apprentice Alliance, pairing aspiring artists with masters, and brought to life Art Heaven, where artists live and co-create in beautiful, soulful environments. And now, here on Kauai, she continues to give. Carol, your donation of this mural, along with the permanent labyrinth created by Isha Dalgas, that you're all sitting on, and lovingly donated by you and the Stanley Foundation, is not just a gift of art, it is a gift of presence, inspiration, and heart. You turned our space into a sanctuary of sacred creativity. Yeah. And with deep reverence, admiration, and love, we present to you, Carol Watanabe, the first time ever Creative Intelligence Award. That's where we would give you the plaque, but we'll, well, you can give her that instead.
I just did.
Oh, you did, all right. In recognition of your magnificent and generous artistic contribution to the center and to the heart of our island. Carol, you are a living work of art, that's for sure, right? And through your vision, we see the face of God. And now
So now we have
going to
another
sing to you.
bathing treat for you. I'm going to move this, and I'll direct you just a little bit.
Let's get it.
So this is your moment. They're going to sing to you first, and then we're going to sing to her. You'll get this song once we. You ready? You ready, artist?
I'm ready.
And now I will give you a mic. Let's give it up again for this beautiful Carol and the Namaste singers. There you go.
So I think it's important not to get knocked off your creative path, whatever that may be, whether it's making a gorgeous meal for somebody you love, or painting a sidewalk or a church or whatever it is. So I wrote this book to help people stay on their creative path. It's called The Ecstatic Marriage of Life and Art, and it's a story about my life as an artist. And I'd like to read you just a little part of it. And the paintings I did to go along with this are the transformational butterfly. Being a creator of any sort is like tending a fire. And in the process, you learn to protect the dry firewood and the matches. You learn that nurturing your art soul is about taking on a quality of life that ensures your creativity. You learn to feed on joy and beauty and on the exquisite light with a lot of timelessness, meditation, and contemplation added to your bliss mix. As artists and as humans, our job isn't to put our name on the map, it's to explore all the mountains, the valleys, and the rivers. We are the terrain of our own expression. The painting, the dance, the music, the dinner on the table. This is our map. It's the way we find our way home. It's the way we find our way to God.
Celebration without some champagne. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with you.
You want to read that?
And I have to say that I also had a bottle of champagne to present to these two amazing human beings. And if you've noticed out on the table in the Cafe Gratitude, it says Rad Rita wine on the bottle. Well, I made a bottle of Rad Rita wine this morning and then left it in front of the orchid plant where I was taking a picture of it. So
What we'll do is we'll swap it when it comes, the plaque comes, and then
Perfect.
You'll be perfect. So you want to read this one?
Yeah, so Center for Spiritual Living Kauai gives the Creative Intelligence Award presented to Carol Ray Watanabe in recognition of her generous art contribution to CSL Kauai. A very special inaugural moment, the presentation of the Creative Intelligence Award honoring the extraordinary artistic spirit of Carol. Here you are. You get that until you get the other one.
one more thing that all of you might not know is that Rita introduced me to my darling cow, which is what anchored me to this island. So the love comes and goes around in so many ways.
And at this moment, I'd like to present the Matchmaking Award to...
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find.
If you're here for the
Catch
first time,
me
very
and catch.
spontaneous, wouldn't you say?
That was a very, unusual thing. I don't
Give it up
usually-
again,
I
our
don't usually do
Carol
things like that.
Watanabe.
All right. So it seems like everything's been said, but I'm going to say something else anyway about, because our talk title today is The Artist's Way, and I love that Carol said that we're all art. We are. Our lives are our masterpiece. Our lives are the creative spirit, working through us, as us. And I don't know how any of you spent your childhood, but I bet there was some playtime and some make-believe time that you all had, because it's something that's very, very innate in us. And I remember when I was a little girl, I couldn't stop. Like, I was always creating a play, or creating a magic show, or creating a fort in the forest, or creating my own musical. I mean, I was just constantly directing my friends, playing all the parts. I was just doing that. It was like my innate spirit. And we all have that. And even if you don't consider yourself an artist, like everybody has said already, artist in the sense of, oh, you don't paint, you don't sing, you don't dance, you don't do any of that stuff, you still are. And I think it's a really important thing to know that creative intelligence that's working within you, and working with these bikes out there too. Yeah, somebody had an idea about making a motorcycle, and therefore here it is. So that's all creativity. Engineers, all of it, accountants, whatever. We're all in that field of creativity, and it's the spirit of God, whatever you want to call it, the creative force that works within us that cannot be ignored, ever. It cannot, because when we ignore it, and I've had times in my life when I have ignored it, what ends up happening, it gets held down like a ball under the water that you're trying to push down, but you just can't, and it pops up. And sometimes it'll pop up in not ways that aren't too constructive, because that's creativity too. It's just our innate power to be human beings, to be spiritual beings. So I remember when I was in I think it was my 40s, I was trying to stifle it. I was just not letting myself do what I normally do, which was theater for me, and theater. That was my thing. Singing, theater. And I had wow, this is great. So you usually get this, Patrick? Woo, woo, woo! I've ridden Harleys, take my word. I've been to that rodeo, Sue Wood. You weren't. I didn't drive them, but I did ride on the back of a few. Cross country, yeah. Anyway, so when I was in my 40s, I believe it was, I started trying to stifle it. Oh, this isn't important. I don't need to do this. I'm a mother. I'm this. I'm that. Focus on that and don't, But it was still there. And when I picked up a book, and if any of you are struggling with it at all, there's a wonderful book called The Artist's Way. That's why we named the talk this. And many of us have done it. How many people have done The Artist's Way? Sometime in their life. The Artist's Way was what saved my life at that time. The pages that I had to write every morning, all the things that it delved into was the thing that brought my creativity back. I didn't know about this teaching at that time. I wasn't in science of mind. I was just some wandering soul trying to live my life the best way I knew how. And when I went back to what my passion was, what ended up happening is everyone benefited. So sometimes we think that it's selfish to follow our passion, or we should be more practical, which is what I was telling myself. But everybody wasn't benefiting by me not being my true self. But when I stepped into my true self, which was that artistic expression of being, of theater and music and singing and all of that, then everybody benefited because I was happy. There's nothing worse than having an unhappy person with you. It's hard, and you cannot make another person happy. We all have to find our own innate happiness, because it's our journey, not someone else's. We can't force somebody else to do it. We can't force somebody else to see it. It's like Ernest Holmes says, we can't give someone spirit. We can't say, oh, this is it. Here, I'm going to place it in you. No, everybody has to come to their own revelation, what is theirs to be and to do and to express. Because I always love the idea that there's an infinite intelligence, a creative intelligence, a power. You could call it God, you could call it source, you could call it the quantum field, it's love. And it's bubbling up to be expressed. That's all it knows, is how to express. It wants to express. So it's expressing like through the ocean. It's expressing through the plants' life. It's expressing through the little animals. It's expressing through each and every one of us. And when we hold it back, we're not doing very good service to that creative intelligence. So it's here for us to shine in it, no matter what is going on in our life. If we're not feeling well, all of that, to still know that it's there and that we can just perfectly, in our own individualized way, express it, and the universe supports us when we do that. It will open doors. It will open doors where there were walls, as that famous quote says by Joseph Campbell. Or maybe it was Emerson. I think it was Joseph Campbell. It will open doors. It opened doors to me. I mean, I can't even give you an example right now because I could give you a million. But I just say for myself, for you to try it yourself, to allow yourself to shine, to allow yourself to be that magnificence, to whatever the way that is for you. And if it has to start in little increments, small steps are great, but no steps don't work. Small steps of expressing it. So I'm going to invite Kyle up because there's a beautiful song that kind of touches upon this, and Luis. So to know that we are the creative spirit, are the force of life. It is who we are. So just if you want to silently repeat this with me, or just to yourself or out loud. I open to my creative nature. I open to my creative nature. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. I say yes to the divine spark within me. I say yes to the divine spark within me. Kyle and Luis singing The Undiscovered Genius.
Doesn't know the truth below. You never had a hit song on the airwaves. You never broke out from the local scene. You didn't paste your walls with famous faces. You prefer the window to the TV. I know you're out there. I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there. I know you're in there. Dancing with your hopes and fears instead of chasing zeros. Beautiful, don't jump before the crowd. Why is this women hardly ever speak? Every time we send a perfect teacher, we miss them cause we overlook me. I know you're out there. I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know the jewels below. I know you're out there. Harmonizing heart and hand, making stained glass from sand. This one's for the folks who know precious, no more precious than the garbage man. I kiss you on your cheek, not on a just wants a lover, not a friend. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Common knowledge doesn't know just below. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Harmonizing heart and hand, stained glass from sand. I know you're out there, I know you're in there. Cover stories can uncover true love.
Yes, we know the person who wrote this, Martin Kerr, and he is Canadian. He travels all around. We met him when we were in Los Angeles, and he has just come up so much, just like our beautiful Kyle and Louise. Yeah, this whole idea of the way of the artist, and thank you for stimulating this idea for us for this week, because our whole idea this month is to grow up, and grow up in consciousness, and mature in our incredible thing that we call our consciousness. And we use the words a lot of times, we are one with everything. And I've been thinking lately, I just hope for myself, not even hope, I know for myself that I'm going to take these words that we use just so often and add a little bit more deeper meaning to them for me. Because I know that in our artist way, everything feels very different. And then we look around our world and we come up with duality and all the stuff that goes on, and we wonder what is really going on. And I was thinking this whole idea about being an artist. How many of you actually would go, somebody would say to you, so what do you do? I do blah, blah, blah. I'm an artist. Yeah. I think we probably do more now than we used to. I never thought of being an actor actually as being an artist. I thought I was an actor, and only people that were artists were the ones that had the paintbrush, and they're painting these, and maybe a little bit of the music. But now I have realized through this journey of being a spiritual director and going through Science of Mind for the last 25 years of my life, and really snuggling up to really what an artist is. I woke up this morning and I started painting my life. I got out of bed, I made some more choices, I thought of today, and I thought, what if our life was this just incredible canvas that we were painting moment to moment to moment? And I loved what Carol did, that we get to take this, and if I don't like it, then I can paint over it. I can start a new painting. I can start anything new artistically. And that is such a good feeling, because a lot of people, especially like in writing or whatever, they'll say, I'm feeling really stuck. And all I can see now is, well, just paint over it. And I loved the blank canvas. I said I haven't done it yet, but I want it in our home to have this blank canvas with gold, trimming, and have it, and they'll say, oh, that's interesting. What is that? Possibilities. We call it possibilities. That blank canvas is so many possibilities. And then I wouldn't do a really good talk unless I brought up art scars. I'm not bitter about them, just so you'll know. They were a childhood thing. Anybody ever have an art scar? Yeah. I remember bringing mine up to Carol while she was doing some painting, and she said, well, then you must paint. And I said, I have art scars for the last 40 years, 50 years of my life. And I realize that sometimes we use our art scars, nobody in this room, but I do. I use them as excuses, because they don't even pertain anymore. Now, I understand that when I was a little boy sitting in 5th grade or 4th grade, and I saw all of those wonderful kids around me creating so beautifully. I remember this one time, like the dishwashing liquid comes in kind of a plastic, well, you know, however it is now, but it kind of has a little shape to it. And they were making people out of them, putting the heads on the top of it, and they were just doing this. And I remember looking at these girls, because in those days, of course, only girls could be creative like that. Oh my goodness, programming. Anyway, so we have that. I'm watching them put it together, and I'm watching this incredible masterpiece coming out of this. And mine looked like, well, I mean, I'm not going to judge it, but it didn't look very good. I just stuck the head on. I didn't know all of, because I wasn't involved with it. I was doing the outside, but not letting it live from the inside. And to me, that's what any kind of creativity. And I really thought that when I woke up this morning, because I thought, there's that inner critic. You know who that is? Have you ever met them? They're a blast at parties, aren't they? Yeah, they go in and they say, you know, you're not as good. They do the comparison. They do all of that. But as I continue to evolve, I'm realizing that there's a real bohemian side to Patrick that I'm yet to explore. And we were discussing this, I think, somewhere over in your little artistry world. And I've been hooked on this idea of bohemian. And I looked it up and it said, the bohemian lifestyle is free-spirited, unconventional way of living that values creativity, authenticity, and inner freedom over material wealth or societal expectations. It is a path often embraced by artists, dreamers, seekers, and rebels. Ha ha! Those who dance to the rhythm of their own truth. That's where I want to be. Yeah? Yeah, it's fun there, right? And I was thinking, because I remember, does anybody remember the musical Godspell? Oh, they're running around and they're singing and they're doing. So when I would audition, I auditioned for it. And the director said, you know, I love the other stuff that you've done, but you're just not a Godspell type. Excuse me? You're a little too, now this is high school, everyone. You're a little too conservative. Meaning that I didn't have the let loose spirit of Godspell. And you know what? They might have been right at that time. Inside, I was Godspell. On the outside, I was still trying to please everybody. So what I was doing was I would be over with you and want to be the bohemian, but then I was over here and wanted to be whatever you would do. And I wanted to be a part of it all, which wasn't a bad thing. But then, yeah, we really, right? You want to be a part of it all, but then you have to finally get to the, it is a path of embraced by artists, dreamers, seekers, and rebels, those who dance to the rhythm of their own truth. And I think that's where at least I am in my life right now. The dance has come finally where they say, what is your own truth? And what is my own truth, especially in this teaching and where I'm at in my life? That this thing that we call spirit, this thing that we call the power, this thing that we call all one, all of the things that now is coming from the inside out. And I ask, what is mine to do? What is mine to do in times like this? Or in just today, what is mine to do? And I got the answer, be yourself. Be the rebel that you are. And be a rebel with a cause. Not a rebel without a cause. Even though I love James Dean, by the way. So here's my invitation to all of you. I wrote this out so that I would not forget to say it. Incredible time in our life. I believe this is an opportunity. Not everyone I talk to believes that, but I do. This is an opportunity to think beyond the box, and if I'm in a box, get out of it. And it's a time to say what I believe is that I am love, I am power, and I'm not afraid to go first to show it. And this is a time I believe that we are being asked this. And so here's my invitation to you. Pick up your brush again. Not to be perfect, not to impress, but to express who you truly are. Let me say it again. Pick up our brush again, not to be perfect, not to impress, but to express our God self, to reveal the masterpiece already within you. Create your life with intention, turn pain into poetry. You know you love it. There's nothing. I met one that said, everything is going fine in our life, and I was like, ugh. But we go, and then I went and my wretched soul came down into the, then you're like, oh my God. Did you hear that poem? And it was all about disaster. But within the pain is where the true artist rises up and says, I see that, I see that, I see that, I'm scared. And then you say, pick up your brush again. It says, the world doesn't need more critics. There's a lot of critics going around these days. The world doesn't need more critics, my friends. We need more creators. And our time has come. You ready? Well, then let me hear it with gusto. Here's my mantra for you. I am a masterpiece. I am a masterpiece. Let them hear it in poi poo. I am a masterpiece. All right, and so it is. Yes, darling?
I can't wait to get home and start creating again. I'm always creating. It's good. I like my life. It's perfect. It really is. So, it's our time of giving. Yes, it is. I have my giving. So, I love the law of circulation. I totally support it. I believe in it. It's always worked in my life. There's always enough, and there's always more than enough. So thank you for what you give to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai today, so that we can be this beautiful beacon in the world and sing with Kyle. What are you singing today? Grateful, right? Yeah. So thank you, thank you.
Yes.
It's all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, all that I'll be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart. My gratitude goes out to everything near and far, and all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
So I just give gratitude for this beautiful moment. Thank you, Marilyn. And thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Louise, for this beautiful moment, for the giving, for the receiving, and knowing that this beautiful basket of love goes forth to heal and prosper our island, our planet, and all of us. So I'm just so grateful, and so it is.
So
It is.
and for everyone that's online, I've gotten a few requests to tell them that, yes, there is a way to donate online. Charles has set that up beautifully there. And don't forget, when you subscribe to us, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and share, and then either like or love or whatever you want to say. But it helps us as we get more and more technical savvy, I see that we can't keep ourselves a secret anymore. We have a wonderful, wonderful global community, and I just want everyone online to know that if you have been nourished today in any way, then there's a way to give back to us. So we have some announcements.
A few announcements. So our Namaste choir is now full for now, but if you are interested, please see me. Don't just show up on Thursday. We are pretty much a closed group right now, so please just talk to me if you're interested. But we will be meeting Namaste this Thursday at 6 p.m. And then we'll do that last, I guess. Food drive. Sue and Diane's food drive for Kauai Food Bank is still going on. It's constant. It's not just at the holidays, so it's back there. You can bring non-perishable food there. Yoga Flow with Jeanette. This is her last week. She's leaving island, and so this will be the last yoga for a while. So please join her on Tuesday at 9 a.m. and at least say aloha to her.
And Kwanta.
Yeah. Oh,
Kwanta's
taking
over the class, and she doesn't like that. What's that position? Dog.
Downward dog. She
downward
calls
dog.
it downward cat.
It's all downward cat. But besides that, I think that it's going to be a great. And then guess what? Mental muscle is what?
Full. Yay.
Full. Oh my gosh!
So
it starts
excited.
on the
It started on the
22nd.
So
And spiritual cinema this month is bucket list. I know that Dawson, before he left, he said, "Have you guys?" He was here as a guest, and he's a friend, and he's a family, and he's everything. But he said, "Have you done bucket list for your spiritual cinema?" And I went, "I never thought of it." So we immediately went and watched it. What a profound little movie that really makes you think. I just thought it could be something silly, but
look
not,
it up, and then you
look
can
it up.
decide if you want
But
to
please come and join us on that. And then next week is Easter Sunday, pancake breakfast. Invite friends. That's another way that we can share. We have these wonderful things happening. And then Gary Lynn Floyd is coming in concert May 2nd at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale here today. We've been talking to him. He sent out a nice little wonderful thing that we're going to get up here on
And Jonathan will be playing his music so you can hear him sing
After
we're done here. And then, it's not till May 4th, but Patrick's potluck birthday party is on May 4th.
Plenty of time to shop.
And we just want you to put this on your
Yes.
calendar so you're here for it if possible. On September 20th, I know it's a long way away, but just put it in your calendar. We are going to have the biggest open house that ever was. And we're all going to be there. We're all going to be there doing it.
Just so everyone knows, there's no volunteer for this. It's all of us putting it on. There's not a sign-up sheet, but we're going to all do it. But
we're going to have everything. We're going to have a disc jockey here.
Jumping things.
We're going to have for the kids. We're going to have labyrinth walks. We're going to have the choir singing. They don't know that yet.
Pancake breakfast.
We're going to have a pancake breakfast. It's
hot
going to
dogs,
be huge.
It's all good stuff. But moved here. I said, were we ready to move after the pandemic? And financially, perhaps not. Maybe attendance, perhaps not. And I said, we must move here. We decided we must move here or it may fold because the energy must go up into something larger, even if it doesn't look like we're ready. And so what I know about this festival that people are going to see from all over, we're going to make it at least when people come, they'll be able to say, now I know what's going on over there, because a lot of times the spiritual aspect makes people nervous. You know, they're like, what are they doing in there and all that. So we're going to have fun. We're going to have, you can see it, you know, the bouncing things, DJ coming and doing a dance party. We're going to have this the whole day. So know that we are going to put that on. We're going to put that on. And so, and for our Kaua'i and for the entire island.
So we'll have a sign-up
so
sheet at the time.
It just started. We just started the planning.
There'll be more coming. So
and get sponsors, and we have a whole bunch of stuff going on with that.
So let's talk about
now
what's happening after, and then we're ready.
Okay. So the reception, once again with Kiana, I want to announce, I think I said it earlier, we have this beautiful new addition to our member, and it's not Black & Decker.
It's Weber.
It's
Weber,
Black and Weber.
Weber.
I introduced it as Black and Decker, but we all know that's a drill, I hear. But we have, Kiana donated, which is perfect for our festival, our beautiful new barbecue that you have, can put tons of stuff on. It's really cool. So we are birthing it today in honor of Carol. And there's Kiana back there. Turn around and give her a bunch of love. Thank you, Kiana. Okay, so once that they are done, are you calling up your...
Yeah, so the choir can come.
You want to
Namaste
do a few
singers.
thank yous?
Yeah. And Kyle and Louise come up, or they're already there. I guess I don't need music. I guess.
Oh, you all have a good time today? You doing okay? A lot of energy in there. Mwah. I love you guys. Okay, so we want to do a few thank yous, I was thinking. But Roseanne, thank you for that. Anna Myers, thank you for the lay, too, for that beautiful lay for Carol. And Carol.
Are we okay?
We love you and thank you. Kyle and Luis and the Namaste Singers, Marilyn Summer and Anna Myers and Malama team. Glenn and Marion are back there counting the wonderful gifts. And Ron Stover, Kiana and Leslie is here, but then she's going to be over there in hospitality. We thank you. Our wonderful sound crew, video crew. There we go. We have Michael, Jonathan Lee, Orion, and Charles. Yes, indeed. And that's it. And we want to thank yes.
You skipped over I am magnificent. That's my favorite part. When we get to say I am magnificent.
We're- You can say it, but we've already. The new people, did we do I am magnificent? Oh. Here we go. No, she said we didn't say it to each other. It was out of 12 years, I forgot this one day. So that makes it new. So I'm not going to let you talk to one another, but I will let you go, I am magnificent again. How about that? Okay, or you can look at somebody else and tell them, but just don't talk to them. They're ready to sing behind me. Okay, ready? You're magnificent, you're magnificent, you're magnificent, you're magnificent. I would have never have thought of that. No, don't be sorry. That is funny. Oh, all right. Here we are. Everybody up on your feet.